Hi, everyone. Thank you for being a part of the program. It is Friday. No news flash there, but it's still something I enjoy saying. It's Friday. Thank you for being here. It's the 15th day of June. We're halfway through the month already. Weather-wise, we're looking at the first real heat of the year. Yeah, ponder on that for a second. In fact, according to records at the Jackson Weather Service, they haven't recorded a 90-degree or better day since July of last year. For London, their reporting office and recording office, I think it was August of last year. And we're going to see it this weekend. It's going to be a sizzling Father's Day weekend. Dry and calm, hot and humid. I'll outline it in more details in just a few moments. A great deal of news to cover tonight, but two primary stories. One, an announcement that I've been sitting on forever, and I'm still sitting on a big one, but I just can't tell you that, but I can tell you some huge news tonight, and it's about much more than just their latest album from a local bluegrass band. We'll have that. We'll also take you to an event earlier today about something that should be near and dear to all of our hearts. Today, set aside as a day globally to recognize elder abuse. And when you hear from these folks, I think we will all have a better understanding of how prevalent it is, how we all should be a little more observant of it, and some other things as well. A host of other news and information that I'm just already pushing off to next week. I've got several arrests from right here in the Sagersville, McGoffin County area. Last night, I don't want to call it a technical difficulty. It was human error on my part, letting a computer update when it should not have, that I had to skip one story. That was just brief, the arrest of a Johnson County man, a 53-year-old Michael Jennings, who was stopped by the police yesterday after he literally stolen a woman's purse and then stole a little girl's bicycle, and then was caught by authorities and charged with driving or operating that non-motorized vehicle under the influence. Then he was also charged with criminal possession of a forged prescription and some other charges as well for being too drunk literally to take even field sobriety tests on a stolen little girl's bicycle with a purse that he'd stolen from another woman. One other thing, of course, making headlines today all across the nation, and it actually has reached home to eastern Kentucky as well. Yeah, there were two people from Knott County on the Sand Blaster, the roller coaster which derailed at the Daytona Beach Boardwalk last night. 34 feet, many of the victims plunged. The front car derailed, hung there for some time, several falling, no fatal injuries, some non-life-threatening as well. Two people who were employees out of Knott County from the Alternative Outlook Incorporated business. The company only releasing a partial statement earlier today acknowledging the fact that there was a group from their company involved in that accident. Two of them taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries they believed at the time. It's still under investigation as to what caused the roller coaster to derail. It had literally been inspected and passed hours prior to that. And it was an older ride, more than 40 years old. I think it was 40 years old when it was purchased and then brought to that particular location. But nevertheless, it's all under investigation, and of course we're hopeful that all those injured will recover. So, with that said, I've got several arrests that we're going to hold off until next week. I'm sure Monday when I'm back with you, we'll have headlines from over the course of your weekend. But for now, we'll pick it up with World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, as was recognized here after these messages. Conley's does oil and fluid changes, brakes, suspension, wheel alignments, and more. They've got thousands of tires in stock every day, and they won't be undersold on any tire they sell. They've got 6 months same as cash and over 37 years of service to the viewing area. With no appointment necessary, or you can call 297-2424.
Who says you can't have it all? Not Appalachian Wireless. We know what you want. Appalachian Wireless offers the hottest smartphones and unlimited data plans, all on the region's #1 network for reliability and coverage. Appalachian Wireless has unlimited data plans for a single line or to fit families of all sizes. What more could you ask for? Just another way Appalachian Wireless proves better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
Every weekday during lunch at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe for a total of $5. That's $5, taxes and all. You can get our famous chicken sandwich or 2 of our famous chicken biscuits with potato wedges and a drink, or our steak sandwich or 2 steak biscuits with wedges and a drink, or our famous foot-long hot dog with homemade chili, wedges, and a drink for $5. That's 5 deliciously awesome deals for only $5. Every weekday from 11 to 2 at your Sagersville Lee's. Just in at Gateway Motors, this 2010 Traverse, dual panoramic roof, rear entertainment center, third row seating under $10,000, and 2 just reduced specials. This 2011 Caravan has been cut $1,000 down to $89.95. And this 2006 Tacoma books for $10,500, and right now it's got to go at $79.95. And all vehicles come with a warranty at dealer cost, and there's a guaranteed $1,000 minimum trade on just about everything on the lot at Gateway Motors in Sagersville. Your best solution for diesel performance, upgrades, service, and repair is also a full-service repair center for all vehicles, gas or diesel, from routine service to major repairs, with a trusted auto body shop for minor dings to full-on restorations and rebuilds. Plus, get all your 4x4 accessories, lights, bumpers, winches, and more at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National.
Hi, I'm attorney Jeff Lovely. When hiring an attorney, experience does matter. For over 20 years, I've been representing clients throughout Eastern Kentucky. We are a full-service law firm, representing clients who've been injured in car accidents or at work, representing clients who need to file bankruptcy, representing clients who've been charged with a crime. For all your legal needs, contact my office when it matters. We have 2 locations for your convenience. In Sayersville at 349-4522 and West Liberty at 743-1965.
In our first top story tonight, it's a worldwide problem facing our elders. Sadly, it happens daily here in every state and every county and elsewhere. It happens at the hands of people who take advantage of and exploit those who, for health, mental, or other reasons, are considered targets. And to help fight it, today is recognized globally as World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Recognized locally here today in Paintsville with McGoffin and Johnson and other surrounding county agencies at the Mountain Home Place.
What we're really doing here today is we're a problem of elder abuse and elder maltreatment. Something that maybe you don't give a lot of thought to, but is very prevalent out there. And we just want today to get the word out and let people be aware of this.
And some of those people with organizations who work firsthand with our older population know just how terrible it can be, and that elder abuse comes in many forms.
We often get calls about people that don't have food or their electricity's been shut off, and then once you start looking into that, recently had one that a grandson had her account and was supposedly paying her electric bill, and he was in another state, but she had an $800 electric bill and they cut the electric off. So it was so sad, and she had a little Alzheimer's, so she didn't understand what was going on really. She just trusted him. And that's unfortunate that they do trust him, but I guess as you get older you trust your kids and your grandkids more, and you don't want to think they're going to take off of you. We work with them. We'll see bruises on them and just start asking, and sometimes it's unfortunate that it's been a family member. We try to check on our elderly a lot, because if we don't check on them, others don't. So if we identify that they've not been out or something, we'll ask, have you been to the grocery store? And some of them just don't even have the money to do that because somebody's taking the money. So it's sad, but you see it every day.
I had an uncle, he was 80 years old, and he got ripped off with one of those scams, and he thought he'd won the lottery in Canada. And how on earth he thought he'd won the Canadian lottery, I don't know. But he ended up losing $1,700, and that was pretty much every penny he had, and could not get it back. So there's lots of ways that they're taking advantage of, whether it's scams or or their family or their caregivers. So it's just really hard. And hopefully people will see this and they'll think a little bit and say, well, I wonder how Joe is. Maybe go check on Joe every now and then, and just see if he's okay. It means a lot.
And for Johnson County Judge Executive Tucker Daniel, today means a lot. Daniel was raised by his grandmother and as such holds an even deeper respect for others of our older Kentuckians and Americans who have given everything for their families to only be taken advantage of and abused. And through his eyes, he sees the need and importance of today.
I think it's tremendously important because I know there's a lot of people out there in my county, in Johnson County, and the other counties. It happens everywhere. But there's a lot of people that it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, and if it's not immediately in front of them or beside them or next door neighbors or somebody in their family, then they may think, well, it's not really that bad in Johnson County. We don't have those problems, but we do. It's unfortunate, but we do, and we got a few people that I've said before, I don't understand how any human being can pick out an elderly person who cannot defend themselves and do some of the most terrible things you can imagine with regard to elder abuse. And same thing with children. We have children suffering through the same problem. We don't pay that much attention to it unless it's close by to us or we see it pushed out on the front pages or whatever.
I think one of the most important things, and there's a couple really quick things that you got to talk about when you're talking about abuse and exploitation cases. Everybody gets focused on the term elder. The actual statutes and the rules in Kentucky there's no age limit as to what is considered an elder exploitation or an elder abuse case. And it is defined specifically as an individual that is at risk of basically being taken advantage of and being abused based upon their physical or mental condition. So for example, they could be a 35-year-old man who's not able to take care of his affairs, or a woman who's not able to take care of their affairs, who's not able to take care of their physical needs, that can be considered a victim for an exploitation or abuse case. Normally speaking, we're focused on those that are elderly and our victims, because that's where you tend to find that group of the consolidation of things, people that are starting to lose their mental faculties or mental capacity, have various physical ailments that makes it impossible for them to tend to themselves, and for that reason they are looking outside to people that may not have the best interest in mind. So I think elder abuse, elder exploitation is the general common term. But I think people need to realize that there's no age limit. Anybody over the age of 18 could be considered an at-risk adult for the purpose of exploitation or abuse.
And as we look at everyone taking a ceremonial walk in solidarity of support of World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, Skeens also reminds us that whatever you do, if you suspect someone is a victim or if you are a victim, whatever you do, pick up the phone and call someone, law enforcement, the hotline, the Commonwealth's or county attorney for your area, whatever it takes before it's too late.
Say, I need help. Help me here. They should be able, because there is nothing in the world as sad as a man or a woman who's worked their life away, who is at their golden years, and suddenly finds themselves destitute because somebody is trying to feed somebody's trying to feed an addiction habit, and there's always an addiction issues. I've seen it over and over again in caretaker abuse situations. There's always a hidden addiction issue somewhere, whether it's gambling or pills or alcohol. They need the money for something, and they take it. And they've taken that piece, which was your security, your right, what you've worked your life for. Tell somebody, we want to help you. We want to step out there. We want to go out there, try to get what we need to do to make a successful prosecution, because there is nobody lower, in my opinion, that steals from our elderly and hurts small children. That's just as simple as it is.
And Skeens and everyone else at today's event reminds us to be on the lookout and observant of our neighbors. Look for those you don't see anymore who might be tucked away by their family or some other person. And keep other things in consideration, such as, has there been a change in the individual's money management? Has there been a change in who they normally associate with? Any changes of legal documents relating to real estate? Does their behavior seem different? and other obvious signs like missing property, physical abuse, emotional abuse, neglect, or self-neglect. And if you see any of those, you can contact the hotline. It's a great place to start. It's toll-free, and it's 877-597-2331. Foothills Communications brings you the latest in fast fiber internet for home, business, or gaming. HD digital TV with DVR, pay-per-view, and all the favorite channels you're looking for, plus crystal clear communications. Customize your experience today and become a platinum customer simply by signing up for FiberNet phone and TV, and save at least $10 off your monthly bill. The world awaits at Foothills Communications and foothills.net. Just in at the seasonal shop, Little Llama baby products, bubble baths and lotions and oils, body and hair wash, soft, gentle, and paraben and silicone free, especially for baby, with all the accessories. And just in from Earth Lux, which is the finest in pure organic essential oils and soaps and skin and hair care, Himalayan salt lamps. A wonderfully healthy approach to an allergen and toxin-free environment. Plus new ladies and kids fashions every week, and something perfect for all the grads and dads out there. Only at Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville.
I'm attorney Don McFarland. We all know that times are hard. Jobs are scarce. Most people that I know are struggling to support their families and make it through each day. Now imagine that you get seriously hurt while working on the job, and the insurance company for your employer refuses to pay wages and benefits while you are injured and cannot afford to pay medical expenses, household bills, and put food on the table to support your family. I can help. If you are being wrongfully denied workers' compensation benefits that you rightfully deserve, then give me a call and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
They're rolling out big, beautiful truck bodies every day, the best America makes in steel and aluminum, with their largest ever local stock of angle, sheet, round, I-beam, expanded, steel, and aluminum in several different finishes for whatever you're working on. And if the dump body you're driving needs parts, they've got them in stock. And if you need a big project fabricated from scratch, they've got you covered at Logan in Salyersville since 1904. Wanting you to have a healthier life means providing access to quality, affordable health care. And to do exactly that, Hope Family Medical Center offers full dental care with Dr. Pratt and his team, a pediatrician team of 3 doctors and nurses and moms, complete health care by family physician Dr. Kelly Pratt and nurse practitioners Mildred Sizemore, Gail Faria, Shannon Conley, and Heather Blair. Behavioral health services with Kimberly Davis, with in-house lab testing and results, in-house x-ray, and pharmacy. And all the caring, knowledge, and experience that these medical professionals represent
at Hope Family Medical Center.
Elfrey's Fireworks has been the area's king of pyrotechnics for 56 years, and this year they've got over 500 different products. Smoke bombs to 500-gram grand finales, bottle rockets to big 3-inch mortars. It's what the pros use. And cut these coupons out of this week's Salyersville Independent and get a $50 9-shot 500-gram box for only $18. A 24-shot of artillery shells, not $120, but $59. The $310 Pro Artillery Shell Box for only $59. Get 25 Saturn missiles for just $1, or a 6-pack of shells for just $4. At 2 locations off US 23 North in Paintsville by Jim's Plaza, or the Prestonsburg Superstore on the southbound lanes of US 23 at the bottom of what I always call the Holiday Inn Hill. Plus other discounts up to 45%, and all active and retired military and first responders get another 15% off. And kids 12 and under come in, free sparklers and Snap and Pops for all. Parkway Pharmacy, a pharmacy your family can trust, and now a pharmacy where you can get your refills with a click and have them waiting for you, usually within an hour. Go to parkwaypharmacy1.com. Just register once and hit refill and pick it up. Fast, easy, and efficient. parkwaypharmacy1.com. If you want to be moved, if you want to be surprised by design, then you must make it to Walters Mazda Mitsubishi in Pikeville, where for a limited time, brand new 2018 Outlander Sports are just $20,500. New 2018 Mirages, $11,990, and they come with 43 miles per gallon. And 2018 Eclipses, with their signature styling and safety, only $22,900. That's Walters Mazda Mitsubishi on North Mayo Trail in Pikeville. A bunch of birthday wishes kicking off our community calendar. Before we go any further, Joe Minix, love family, love friends. They all wish you the happiest of birthdays. Happy birthday to Joe Minix. I'm just getting warmed up. We got about a half dozen or so birthday wishes to share with you on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Benny Ray Poe, 38, it says, and with a lot of love from Heather, the kids, the fam, and the friends. Happy 38th birthday, Benny Ray Poe. And I guess you could, well, no offense, Nene, but I guess you could double that for our next one. Happy 76th birthday to our friend and faithful viewer, Neelis Nene Puckett. Nene, I don't have the time on this show to tell you who all this is from. Happy birthday to you. And a happy 20th birthday wish tonight going out to Carrie Ann Holland. This birthday wish coming with a lot of love from Mama, Dad, family, friends. Carrie Ann Holland, 20th birthday wishes going out to Carrie Ann. And this birthday is a little early because she's going to celebrate on Sunday. Michelle Robbins with a lot of love from Jade and Belle and Dalton and Dad. Big birthday wishes, a bit early, but she's celebrating Sunday with all of her friends and family. Happy birthday to you too. And I assume they'll know who they are. It simply says happy anniversary to the Tacketts this Saturday. That should narrow it down. Happy anniversary to the Tacketts. And just enough time for a couple of quick reminders. The post-harvest handling workshop at the Extension Service is this Monday evening, 6 to 8, for fruit and vegetable growers who are currently selling or want to sell at farmers markets. A whole lot of techniques, other advice can be found at this meeting. And the McGoffin County High School boys basketball team starts their camp bright and early Monday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 till 2. This is for boys and girls, 7 to 15, $50 per child, $30 for an additional child or children, and they provide lunch. So be sure to be there. They're teaching techniques, skills, fundamentals, and more, and it's 3 days next week. Our Safe Coalition meets Wednesday at 1, and our ASAP meets Monday at noon in McGoffin County. A reminder of services to be held this Saturday morning at 11 in honor of Dorothy Williams Patrick, 80 of East Mountain Parkway, who passed away on the 13th, survived by a son, Carol Dean Patrick. Visitations this evening, services tomorrow at 11. Johnny Lee Kennedy Jr., 38 of Rock House, passed away the 13th, married to Brandy Yates Kennedy, who survives. He's also survived by sons Colby Lee and Cole Kennedy. Visitation is this evening, all day tomorrow. Services will start at 2. Visitation and services all from the White Oak Church of God. Geneva Jean Jenkins Patrick, 87 of Berlin Patrick Road, passed away this week, survived by her husband Berlin and son Donnie Patrick and daughter Junie Adkins. Visitation in her honor will be held tomorrow after 5, and services will begin Sunday at 2 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And there's no need to spend much more than just a few seconds on your weather forecast. Hot, sunny, sums it up. 62 tonight, clear skies. Tomorrow pushing 90 degrees for your Saturday, sunny and clear. Father's Day, 91, sunny and hot. That heat will continue possibly into the first of next week as well. All right, now for a big story that I've been hinting at for weeks that we can finally let out of the bag tonight. It's some big news. And let me just say this. I've also got some more big news coming on this front that I can't talk about right now. But I can tell you that after their first and 3 previous albums, and going back to when they started Turning Ground and turning the bluegrass and music scene at large on their ear, Turning Ground has now released their first and title track off of their 4th album. And they're doing so under their new label, Bonfire. a deal that's been in the works for months. It all started after a meeting at a bluegrass festival. They came across a big agent there, a representative for Wilson Pickens, who would go on to, for the last several months, take on all the heavy lifting in getting our guys and gals from turning ground into the spotlight. Yes, Bonfire Recording Company is announcing the signing of Kentucky-based, hometown-based, if you will, and out in the surrounding area, bluegrass band Turning Ground. Today also marks the release of Old Country Store, their first label single. The single, the title track from their upcoming Bonfire album, to be released later this summer. And it's an album that features a great mix of original songs written by Nathan Arnott, the lead vocalist and songwriter for the band, as well as a lot of fan favorites. The band recorded the album at Hilltop Line Studio in Kentucky and then mixed it and mastered it at Bonfire Studios. The single is available right now from Bandcamp, iTunes, Airplay Direct, Spotify, and it goes on. And here's a portion of a video that Nathan filmed during his recent trip to visit his new label's home in South Carolina.
There's a sign down by the road that says the old store is closed due to hard times. And the road I'm traveling on takes me back in time when I was young. I'd sit there on the front porch with a moon pie and horse seat by my side. I've seen them come, I've seen them go, I've seen them laugh and I've seen them cry. But now it's gone and the grass is getting high. But the memories, they're still inside. That old country store seen wars, missed more than anybody knows. We'd walk down that old dirt road, smell the bacon on the stove. There's plenty through that door. Lord, I miss that old country store. Remember so many times Dad lost a job down in the mines. The store's how we survived. We'd run a tap so we could eat, stop by there once or twice a week, keep us on our feet.
This new song that new CD that's coming out, Old Country Store, featuring one of the songs that I had written. A lot of people relate to that, these old country stores around here. So I think that lyrics does matter a lot when it comes to writing and putting out CDs.
Local favorites, obviously, but favorites around the entire bluegrass scene. They've hit festivals near and far to acclaim everywhere they go. And while they've been at it since 2012, Nathan's inspiration and writings coming, of course, long before that, this all happened pretty quick. I actually got to sit down with them back in April after they had just gotten the news and were still in their final mix and master.
We had a little word to the grapevine that we may have a label that was looking about signing us, and it just so happened that Nathan was going on his honeymoon and to South Carolina, and he dropped in to see Steve and Melanie, and the gentleman from the label, Ethan Burkhart, he came in and basically laid a contract down and wanted to know if we wanted to sign with Bonfire Recording. And then Nathan calls us and tells us, and everybody's like, what? You know, I think that was what some people said, when did this all happen? So there was, you know, a wedding and a honeymoon and a label signing all in the same week. So
we go in and we worked for 2 days on that mixing, and so we get in there, and the guy walks out and he's got the contract, Ethan does, and he says, you know, we'd love to have you all on our label. So You know, like Ralph said, we signed with them, and it's been it's going to be a great thing. We're really looking forward to this 2018 because we've got a lot of stuff ahead of us. We're very blessed to have this new CD. It's got a lot of original material on it and a lot of covers that people wanted to hear. And but I think between Wilson's Picking and Bonfire, I think really great things is going to happen.
I would say indeed Nathan is right, and indeed big things have already happened. Get your download today, whatever streaming service you use, it's there, and it's only the beginning of this story, I promise. More to come. Yeah, Country Store is going to be an award winner. I've got to listen to a few other tracks off the album. They're having an official album release party at one of their major events and performances coming up a little later on down the line. And we're just getting started with this story. Like I said, more on Turning Ground, more on Country Store, and more on some other things as well. For now, enjoy just a little bit more of this, and then we'll see you all back here Monday after what I hope is a wonderful, albeit hot and possibly humid, Father's Day weekend. To all the fellow dads out there, happy Father's Day.
And I see him cry, but now it's gone, and the grass is getting high, but the memories, they're still inside. That old country store seen wars, missed more than anybody knows. We'd walk down that old dirt road, smell the bacon on the stove. There's plenty through that door. Lord, I miss that old country store.